and I sliced my finger. Oh my god! Like this the whole time. Like, how could this happen to me? No one believes me when I tell people this, but... Hey guys, it's Malin, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're not already, please subscribe to my videos and make sure you hit that bell notification so you're notified when my next video comes out. And today's another mukbang, and it's chocolate covered strawberries. And I paid like $40 for these. Just kidding, no. I obviously made these on my own. I'm not gonna show you guys how I made these. I just quickly took some chocolate chips, some strawberries, melted the chocolate chips over boiling water in a bowl, and added 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil just so I can create that shininess. So plus by adding oil, it kind of thins out the chocolate so it doesn't clump up the chocolate super fast with the heat. So yeah, I just popped these in the fridge for, well, I let them sit out for an hour, room temperature, and then I popped them in the fridge for another hour and a half. So now this is what I have. And who needs to go to Godiva and spend like $20 for like 6? Although I really do like Godiva, like don't get me wrong, and that's like one of my favorite chocolate places, but you know, I ain't trying to spend like freaking $30 on chocolate covered strawberries when I can make it at home myself. Yeah, look how good these look. I haven't had chocolate covered strawberries in a very long time. I think I have, how many do I have here? 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 14 chocolate covered strawberries in front of me. Let's start off with one. Let's start with the smallest one. But yeah, look at that. See, look how this, like, I was going to add like, you know, like shredded coconut and like white chocolate, but like I'm not really a big fan of white chocolate. I do love chocolate, but I'm not a big fan of white chocolate. And I was gonna add some peanuts and stuff, but like I didn't have any on hand, so chocolate covered strawberries, plain it is. That's that. I'm so excited. This isn't my first meal though. Okay, because all the times where I started off my first meal with dessert, my stomach hurts after, so okay. Oh! Ugh. My god, so sad. You guys can't see this right now, but I'm looking out my window and it's snowing. I mean, it is November, but oh, I'm sad. Well, it's been getting pretty cold lately, so I'm not shocked. Usually where I live right now, there's like snow on the ground already, so this is another story time. Okay, so on to my story time. I don't know if you guys, well, if you watch my previous videos, I did mention that I had 2 incidents where I went to the hospital. The first one was my McDonald's mukbang animal style fries, where I mentioned about me getting super drunk when I was in grade 12. But so there's another story where I went to the hospital, and that was when I was around, I think I was 13 or 14 years old, and I was in grade 8 at the time. And as I said before, I was such a bad teenager. I'd always talk back to my mom and stuff like that. It was like one night, I was in grade 8, I think it was winter or something like that, like February. And one night my mom was like,
Malin, can you please go downstairs and put the laundry into the dryer?
Oh, I just remember this so vividly. I was so mad that my mom asked me to do this one task. So I ignored it at first. And my mom asked me again. I was like,
oh, fine.
So I go to my room and downstairs stomping. And then I go downstairs, and where the laundry room was, it was in a finished room. So I could still see like There was no drywall installed, and it was still like under construction really. Like it was basically like a storage room / laundry room. Oh my gosh, I'm eating this really fast because it's so good. But yeah, so I remember the light switch or whatever wasn't like, because there was no drywall, so it was sticking out, and behind it was something super sharp. And so I was stomping down the stairs, dreading to put this laundry in the dryer. And then once I go in, instead of, you know, whipping my hand forward to flip the switch, I actually went behind it, and there was a very sharp metal part on the back, and I sliced my finger. Oh my god, like I remember the feeling. Oh, at first I didn't even feel anything. It was one of those moments where I didn't start to feel it till I actually looked at it. I sliced it open, I didn't even realize it, and then I remember looking at it and I was just freaking out. I was like,
oh my god!
There's blood all over, and I remember like looking at it, oh my god, and I saw like balls of fat, and I feel like I could see my bone. It was so deep, and I've never felt this pain before. I didn't even know how to feel. Like I had such an adrenaline that I screamed, I think, from the basement. I booked it upstairs. And at this time, I still don't know how severe my cut is, right? But all I know that is it hurts so bad. I don't have Coke this time. I ran upstairs. I was like screaming to my mom, and I'm like, oh my gosh, mom, like look at this. Like I think I need to go to the hospital. My mom was like freaking out. I remember one moment, oh my god. I was in the washroom and she was trying to clean it off, right? My mom's fault, but she can speak English, but not, you know, not like fluent. And she calls my other brother and goes, can you go get the gauze, like gauze or something, like, you know, gauze to wrap around your finger? But my mom is like, my mom is so fob that my brother thought like gas, like something else, and he brought something else, and my mom's like, no, like gauze, and we're like, what's that? And I was like, oh my god, the thing you wrap around your finger. What the hell is going on right now? I remember laughing, and I was in pain at the same time. And my mom starts calling people, calling my family members, you know, about my accident. And in my head, I'm like, why are you calling people right now? Like, hello, wrap me up, let's get to the hospital, let's go. Oh my god, do I have chocolate in my teeth? I feel like there's chocolate all over my teeth. Before I continue my story, I'll like show you guys what my finger looks like, just so you kind of know what's going on with my story. But see, this is my regular index finger. So I actually cut my finger on my right index finger. So this is what a normal finger is supposed to look like, right? You know, straight, but this is what my finger looks like now. So if you can see, this one is a little bit like, you know, more deformed than this one. So this is where I got my cut. So from here all the way to here, I cut it super deep, and I actually cut my tendon. I cut it so deep that it cut my tendon, and it pulled all the way back over here somewhere. So at this point, I can't even bend my finger. Like my finger is like super straight the whole time. So I felt like I was about to faint because I've never seen like balls of fat. I don't know. I just got so queasy over like blood. I can't believe at one point I wanted to be a nurse and like, you know, medical, but I can't even handle like blood. Chocolate's so good. And then so we get to the hospital, and some of my family members showed up. I was in excruciating pain. Finally, the doctor came to see me, and they're like, yep, you definitely need some surgery. Your tendon, I can't even see like half your tendon, it's been cut. And I remember crying the whole time. I was like 14 years old, like crying hysterically, because they're like, okay, we gotta stitch it up. And I was like, oh no, 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 no. Like, I hate needles. Yeah, so I ended up getting stitches. And that was probably like one of the worst days of my life, to be honest. Before that, I've never broken a bone, or so I was just like, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. If I just, you know, listened to my mom and just did as she says, I wouldn't have been in this situation. But, you know, I'm stubborn. Surgery day, and I remember, oh my god, I'm so nervous. I never went under the knife before, and this was my first time, and I didn't know what to expect. But everything went well. I do vividly remember like them putting the mask on me, or like
Count backwards from 10.
and I remember going 10, 9, and I knocked out because I don't even remember that. Then I woke up and I heard the hospital paging like my mom. But that wasn't even like half the journey yet, because, you know, I still had to go physiotherapy and, you know, try to get my finger to work. So I stayed up in the hospital like, I think overnight or something like that. And then I went home. Then that's when I had to start physio. And I remember physio was so freaking long. Oh my god, is that 4 more? I didn't even end up finishing physio. I don't even know. Mom was too cheap to like keep going or what? Like, cause I was actually supposed to get like a second surgery. I could have got a second surgery, but like, I don't know what happened. I was like super young, so I didn't really know what's going on. I did go to physiotherapy, and I remember it took forever, like little movements. I remember the first day, they're like, okay, well, we're gonna do some ultrasound on your finger. I'm like, an ultrasound? Like, what do you guys gotta look at on the ultrasound? I'm like thinking, isn't that just for babies? But yeah, I just remember my physiotherapy would be me in the water, just like rubbing my finger and just doing little movements like this. It was like that for like 3 weeks, and at this point, I remember I got fitted for a cast, and I had to wear a cast, and it was so sad. I had to wear it to school, I remember that. And I had to wear a cast, and on top of it, I had like another molded cast that made my finger sit straight. So I actually was like this the whole time. Like this for like weeks, for maybe a month or something like that. Oh. I couldn't do anything for so long. Good thing it happened on my right hand though, because I am left-handed, because if it happened on my left hand, I was screwed because I was still in school. Oh my god, it took forever for this to like heal up, because now I just have like a permanent like scar from it, and it's pretty freaking long. And unfortunately oh my god, there's like chocolate all over me. And unfortunately, I still don't have like my full nerves on this side. I can still definitely feel things on this side. It's definitely a little bit tingly. So I kind of lost some nerves there, which is kind of sad. Like, I'll have this forever. Huh. My mom had to do my hair every day for school. I wasn't able to tie my hair on my own or even fix my hair on my own. And at that time in grade 8, oh my god, you should see what it looked like back then. I had the ugliest hair in the world. I have to thank my mom for that. I now thank her years later because I love my thick hair now. But, you know, the way I looked like back then, oh my gosh, my hair was a mess. So good thing my mom did put my hair up all the time. Starting to get full, but I have 2 more and I feel like I can finish it. You know, if I continued physiotherapy, like I probably would, you know, my finger would be way better. Now it's been like over a decade, so like I don't know if I can fix this still. But like I can't, it's kind of sad, I can't really bend my finger like this. Like, you know how you can like bend it like this? right? I can't. This is probably the furthest I can go, and it's pushing it. Like, it kind of feels weird. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's what that is. Oh my gosh, I feel like in total, that whole thing was like about 6 months, and I remember always crying and stuff at nighttime in my bed because I just felt so sorry for myself because I was like, how could this happen to me? Blah, blah, blah. Things happen when you're younger, so. I need to ask my mom that, like, why did you stop taking me to physio? Like, you know, my finger could have been better. I'll definitely never forget that experience, and definitely scarred from that injury. Now I'm like scared of all sharp things. Like, I know I cook a lot and stuff, but like I'm still scared of knives. And that wasn't like the only time too. I think after that, okay, no one believes me like when I tell people this, but I cut myself again after that over here. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a white mark there. Let me just see if you guys can see it there. Can you guys see it? Well, anyways, there's like a white mark that like runs vertical. I was cutting a bagel, but it was a very sharp butter knife. And I cut myself like right here. I seriously have bad luck with like sharp things. And I cut myself, and I remember looking at it, and I cut it a little, well, maybe not as deep where I need stitches, but it was kind of deep, and I remember fainting. I fainted at my house and no one was home. I remember telling the story and like no one believed me. I really did faint, and I have a scar to prove it. That kind of concludes the story. Like, this story just tells you how stubborn I really was when I was a teenager. Like, who gets super mad putting laundry in the dryer? This is a perfect example of karma. What goes around comes around, and I'm definitely a strong believer in that. Hope you guys enjoy that story. It's not a lot of people know that about me. Yeah, this is the last one. Woo! I'm actually not even full yet. Like, I can eat more, but I won't because I have to save some again for my boyfriend. Yeah, like all of this costed me like what? Like $7? Let me know in the comments down below on what you guys think I should eat next. If you have any suggestions on recipes I should try for like my next mukbang, let me know. So yeah, that concludes my chocolate covered strawberry mukbang story time. I hope you guys enjoyed that story and watching me eat all of those chocolate covered strawberries for a fraction of the price because I'm super cheap and, you know, anything to save money, right? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Peace.